Hello, everyone, and welcome back to YouTube Editor's Perspective Podcast. Still with Proceed. Yes, Proceed is still here. He's not
unfortunately.
destitute.
I mean, hi.
Hey, John, I can boot you from this call.
Hey.
Then you'll never know who won your battle. And thus DA wins by default.
I would win by default if I didn't know who won. That kind of... I'm sorry. Did you into English with that one? What?
I was throwing DA a bone because God knows he's going to lose.
That happens. Alright, so anyways. Hi. We're back again. Still going weekly. We're going strong, which is nice. But,
From outer space.
So we got Proceed, Lone, Comp Brothers, John. We also have returning person, my old roommate, because I don't live with him anymore, unfortunately.
Wait, returning? When was he here before?
The first comic episode.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's how into the last one I was.
You did arrive late.
Yeah, I was doing something, I believe. I don't remember exactly what was going on that night, but yeah.
Yes, my old roommate. I moved out.
You graduated. You have a good job. Shut up.
It's my old roommate, Nate.
Hey, everybody.
Thanks for coming back on, Nate. So, of course, if Nate's on, we're going to be talking comics, but we wanted to get a few things out of the way first. A couple of little news things, too, that I saw that are, well, one is related, one isn't, but, you know, I saw it and then I was kind of happy. But, so anyways, actually, just right off the bat, I just want to ask, who saw the new Iron Man 3 trailer?
Yes, the new Iron Man 3 trailer is outstanding.
I got such a nerd boner.
I knew he was going to be salivating when he saw those Iron Man suits.
Just the Iron Legion and the Hulkbuster armor.
Hell yeah.
Like, literally, the end of the Hulkbuster, like, the Hulkbuster right at the end, it was one of those things of, like, I was just like, yeah, Iron Legion. I saw the Hulkbuster, I was like,
And
yes! I cannot wait.
No, I know. May
And
6
there's a
can't
couple
come fast enough.
And there's a couple scenes, too, that it looks like Pepper Potts.
She wears the
Gets
armor,
one.
yeah, she does.
She does.
In the comics, she has...
She can't
she's
become
rescue.
rescue already.
Yes, she can. I don't see why not. It's the movies. They can do anything.
Okay.
And Tony, obviously, with this movie, they're going with the whole Tony Stark getting his butt kicked up until a good halfway through the movie. That's what I'm expecting here. He's going to be like all hermit mode here, and for the first half of the movie, and there'll be Pepper Potts being rescue, trying to help salvage things because the Mandarin's obviously going to go on that whole cultist rampage. That's my expectation so far. This movie.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say they do pilot it without the chest plate.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so that trailer just had me freaking smiling when I saw it, and I just kind of was playing it on replay for a long time.
Yeah.
And literally, it was just like the last, 20 seconds, like, Hulkbuster.
Hulkbuster. All right.
Like, that was, I forget, what episode I said, but, like, a while ago, I just said, all I want's the Hulkbuster, and I'll be happy.
And bingo, they gave it to you.
Yep. And another thing, too, which I saw on Newswise, which I thought was pretty cool, a show that, I loved back when I was, in my early teens. Whose Line Is It Anyways coming back?
Whose Line Is It
Yeah.
coming back? I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bringing back Whose Line Was It Anyway?
Colin. Oh, good.
Colin, Wayne, and Ryan are all coming back. Colin Mockery, Wayne Brady.
Thank God for
Stiles.
Colin and fucking...
Ryan.
Yeah.
No Drew Carey, though.
Wayne's...
Yeah, no Drew Carey,
well,
but...
the thing is, yeah, it's Aisha Taylor who's hosting now, and then I'd need to see her, hosting in order to really know, but I have a feeling they'll bring Drew, because they have that one slot reserved for special guests. He's going to be on there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He is definitely going to be on there.
Yeah,
I suppose 8 seasons with him?
He can't not be on there. At
Yeah,
least.
exactly.
Exactly. So, he'll be in there some way. Just I've been going back and literally watching old seasons now on YouTube. Like, the entirety of Whose Line is on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I've just been watching and laughing my ass off. It's still funny to this day.
The sound of
Yeah,
Batman. That was the best one. That was the best sound where the women weren't really into it. Oh,
Batman?
They don't know.
I don't know
like-
about that Batman.
Yeah, that's the one thing too. Imagining those games in a modern setting now, I can imagine like scenes from a hat. It's like what you wouldn't post on your Twitter or something. Like just like
He's throwing his batarang. Batman.
You're still we went away from the Batman thing about a whole 2 minutes ago, but keep going.
Batman.
But yeah, so just a couple little tidbits of news, and the other thing we want to get out of the way is the judging of this AMV battle
between the two most random editors that anyone could ever know, DA of the Common Brothers and somebody named John.
Again with his brothers. Again with his.
You are, but you're the Computer Brothers, though.
Whatever, dude.
Those will be the next. Oh wait, yeah, those will be the next pictures we get sent. So we got sent pictures.
Yes, we got sent pictures
by a fan. We actually have fans, Nate. We found this out today. We were surprised.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Of course, our first fan-based images though are of diddle arts.
Yeah. That's a nickname for
Diddle little
DA
whittle
here.
piddle. No,
he gave
himself.
himself.
That again. That was fucking horrible.
Won't get too into it, but wow, why can't I remember? Dogs of War 89 sent us these pictures, which we will have displaying right now in the background on the YouTube version. For those of you listening on iTunes, go to youtube.com/user/WOTP podcast. Yep, like I keep saying.
But you don't do except for Dogs of War.
Except Dogs of War. We love you, man. We give back to the people who give to us. But so anyways, judging. So I guess it's just going to be me proceed and BG, or do you have an opinion or judge or what?
I don't think I could be unbiased here.
Yeah, I say we show both videos to Nate here and have him be our third judge.
Well, he's not really an AMV
but
guy.
We have the two. We have the two professional opinions, and we have the fan opinion.
No, do this. If you two disagree, bring in a third judge later.
Yeah.
All right,
both
fine.
Agree. There's no point in a third judge.
All right,
That's
sure.
true.
All right.
Okay, so
I'll go first. My vote goes to John because I don't know, his action just felt a lot smoother than DA's, which seemed a lot more forced.
Okay, and we have a winner.
John, you win.
DA's action was a little forced at times. You tried to do the blending,
but it
works
didn't.
here and
I'm
there.
having half a piece of chocolate in celebration. Thank you.
It's just DA's action really was. You could see that he really was trying his hardest to figure something out what to do.
And the thing is, too, with DA is he likes lyric sync. And you definitely were, well, at least in the beginning part, you definitely were trying.
But you didn't go with your strong points.
Okay, I say overall video, I mean, as far as, slow part and fast part, DA's was better. In terms of action, not so much.
Are we judging the video on action? If it was
on action.
What?
On the action. It was a action beta.
I thought it was just a... it was
a action beta video. Because that's the whole reason Tsubasa called you out.
I thought it was just a
action editing.
Boy,
but I'm just going to end all the debates. Hold on. Let me grab something real quick.
Are you going into the archives?
Oh, yes, I am. Oh, by the way, YouTube's new subscription system can go fuck itself. I'm going to throw that out there.
Oh, so you finally reached that now.
What is it?
Yeah, it's just a giant it's like the freaking feed on the front.
I've had that.
Your subscriptions are now
I've had that forever.
Oh, you know what? I saw a new channel that looked like that.
Yep.
Do you want to see it, DA? Of course.
I'm just gonna drop that there and say I win.
Oh, you did it. Oh, yeah, you did it. So when it comes to action editing, Lone beat you guys like 6 years ago.
That's 2 years ago. Learned into numbers.
2009, dum-dum. That's when I originally uploaded it.
That's still not 6 years.
I wasn't
Oh, God, those shakes. Dear God, do you have Tourette's?
Still better. Don't care.
That's a new channel.
My life is better with you in it.
Whoa, I heard echoes.
Auto video playing.
Okay. All right, so now we got that out of the way, yeah, John wins.
Yep, John is the winner.
I already actually changed the title of my video to in brackets 1.
Real time.
Now the argument is finally done and completed. The better of the two random editors is now officially Subasano AMV Pro.
Actually, it's not because I didn't know the rules.
You were here when we discussed them, DA. You have no excuse.
He thought it was just a battle,
Yeah.
not an action battle.
We got called on action, and you didn't automatically assume the battle would be judging us on our action.
I thought it would be the
What?
full video, action and others. It's a video. You said.
You know what? We're gonna walk past this.
Yeah. I don't have the energy right now.
All
Why
right,
you so dragging from K-On?
No, because of the
GG, no re.
It's like really still.
John is now the champion of the two. So this is actually the first actual Way of the Pride battle.
It is, and since the podcast has started,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the first battle.
To our
Rashid, you remember when we used to have battles? Let's go into that story for
Yo,
50 minutes.
let's
Please also keep in mind that I got my shit done 2 days after we started.
yeah.
Well, that's you. But anyways,
John, stop gloating,
main reason
John.
we-
Stop gloating, John.
let's get to the topic again.
I
Main
haven't
reason we
won
brought
anything
Nate
in a
on.
long fucking time.
John!
Fuck your shit. I've lost the last 5 ICs I've been in, and I got kicked out of the tournaments I got into 2 fucking times in round 1. I'm gloating because I'm happy I finally fucking won something.
You beat DA, who has all those awards, and he won.
Actually, yeah, that does mean a lot. I beat someone who's good at Yomacon shit.
Yeah. You know what that means now, right? If you
All right.
entered against him at Yoma, you'd win.
Okay, now I wish I could see his face.
All right. So, anyways, main reason we brought Nate on, comic episode, round 2. Let's go.
Play.
All right.
Go ahead.
So, one thing I wanted to comment on from the last episode, because I re-listened to them recently, and it was just one of those things. Right at the end of the episode, when we were listing our favorite comic book people, BG said Gambit, and Nate was sitting next to me and goes, "Ugh."
Deadpool, enough said.
I want to talk about that.
Deadpool, that's it. There's the only readable answer, Deadpool. There's nothing else. Deadpool.
All right, so Nate, elaborate on your. Ugh.
My exasperation on Gambit. I don't know. He's known as like he's like the black sheep of comics. Like, no, he's like really
What?
loved, but people don't like him at the same time. So, and he's really not all that cool. I don't know.
I can almost.
Thanks for joining us.
I can sense BG's anger.
So wait, why is he that cool? That's what I don't get.
Gambit doesn't get a lot of shine, but every time he's on a panel or in a episode of the old X-Men comic, he stole the show. He's a man that steals the show with very little. So when he got his full comic,
God fucking damn it, we're fucking faggots.
And BG's getting it.
And BG's gonna have an aneurysm soon to sit there.
All right, BG. When you had his own comic, I'm guessing things didn't
I'm
pan
done
out.
talking about Gambit now.
Oh, good, I win.
Yay, 2 people won. Yay!
Whatever you want.
Well, that was quick.
All right,
On to the
so
next
what
topic.
has happened in the realm of comics since the last
Death of the
episode?
Family.
I've not been.
Death of the Family,
Boo!
Throne of Atlantis,
Oh yeah, that too.
Marvel Now.
Yeah,
We haven't
I'm
talked
here on the
about.
side of the area where I don't read most comics except for one dead comic I bought. So I'm gonna sit here and twiddle my thumbs and gloat and have fun. So have fun, guys. I'm just gonna sit here and listen.
Well, whenever you hear DA talk, you can just say the word "win" and he'll shut up.
All I do is win.
All I do is win.
No. See, every time I talk, I'll start Mike spamming "Sweet Victory" from SpongeBob.
The Kump Brothers mics are very muted right now. I've managed to interrupt them both.
It's not muted, which is not.
Sweet Victory.
That's BG. That was BG.
I can't fucking tell anymore.
What was Throne of Atlantis?
Throne of Atlantis was the recent Justice League like miniseries with Aquaman and how
Yeah.
his brother ends up attacking the mainland, and Aquaman eventually is going to take over the Throne of Atlantis again. That's the thing of it. It's only like maybe I want to say 3 or 4 issues. It's a really short miniseries, but it was really good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Didn't Aquaman series tie into it? Because some of that was in the Aquaman series.
Yes, like I'm holding Aquaman 17 right now, and that's the Throne of Atlantis epilogue,
Right.
which I haven't read yet. I need to get to. I have a fat stack of comics here that I need to read.
Oh, actually, while you're here, Nate, you might as well pimp out your thingy, your review thing.
Yeah, if anyone out there, I do like little comic reviews and just in tweet form, and my Twitter account's called One Shot Reviews. And
Wait. You do comics. Are you doing that? Are you reviewing the comics like those new Deadpool ones where he goes through fucking universes and fucks up all of fiction?
I haven't done that. No, I don't read that like frequently. There's like a certain number that I follow, and I drop them, and I bring them back. And I'm following more Marvel now, though. So DC, some of those are going to drop off. Like I'm going to stop reading Swamp Thing here pretty soon because it's just getting boring, and Scott Snyder's going to be off of it.
Yeah, because the only comics I read is I've got that one Deadpool one. I've got Borderlands Origins 3 and 4. I fucking love Borderlands, and I wanted that Deadpool comic because he literally splatters Tom Sawyer's blood all over a fucking fence.
Is that the cover where he's like fishing?
Yeah,
for
he
coming
comes up with a fucking RPG pointer right at his face.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's beautiful.
Actually, I haven't looked at it. A new trailer got released for his game today, didn't it?
That was actually funny too.
Yeah, it was.
I fucking loved the end of it.
And it's actually Nolan North is doing the voice.
Oh god, the name Nolan comes up, and I'm already reminded of Christopher Nolan.
Oh god, don't even start with JLA and Christian Bale.
Yes, Christian Bale as Batman, and him directing the movie. It makes me disgusted.
Wait. Wow.
He's not directing it. He's producing it.
And Christian Bale is being cast as the new Batman.
They don't know that for sure yet.
No,
But they're saying
it's
it's a pretty solid fact.
Well,
He says he wants to do it, so
that movie's gonna suck.
the movie is going to be horrible.
It's gonna be balls.
I wanted the guy who his name's Armie Hammer. He's playing the Lone Ranger in the Lone Ranger this year.
Yeah.
They were talking about him being Batman, and that would have been awesome because he actually kind of looks like.
I think they need to break away from Nolan's world, but it just seems that they want to just feed off of Nolan's failed, disgusting movie.
They can't put those characters in that universe.
Apparently, from what I'm reading, there's talk of them going with the whole angle that the fallout from the giant nuke that went off near Gotham, and is basically going to give rise to more supernatural stuff happening in Gotham. So, in the Nolan verse, it's going to start changing. It's going to allow Superman's universe to fit in there somehow.
So the nuclear bomb's going to blow up the sun next to Krypton, and Krypton's going to explode, and then Superman comes to Earth. That's okay. I filled that plot hole.
It sounds like a Christopher Nolan movie.
Okay.
And the nuclear fallout washes away to, the Amazon, makes Wonder Woman come to Gotham. It blows. There was the Green Lantern. What was it? I forget the Green Lantern's name, but the shine of that makes their ship crash into Earth. Martian Manhunter goes, "Ooh, what's that?" And he comes.
Martian Manhunter
Some guy swimming in the
thousands of
ocean,
year-olds
and the nuclear
sleep in the
sludge makes
Arctic.
Aquaman, and I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, "What the fuck is this shit? Who put this?"
And all of a sudden, Bane comes back from nowhere. He's like, "Oh, I'm assisting with the League of Evildoers."
I'm a part of the Legion of Doom now.
No, it's not even
Batman.
Legion of Doom. They wouldn't even name it that. We're from the group of mildly dysfunctional villains who don't know what the hell they're really doing.
I don't want Bale to come back as Batman though, because they set up the whole end of that movie where Batman and Bruce Wayne die. So it's like, oh, don't worry about it. I was just drinking some coffee in a cafe in Italy, so I'm back.
Apparently they're gonna tie it in with the Nolan verse and say it's all right.
Can you imagine? Assemble the Justice League.
Could you imagine?
I can't.
Nolan's Batman dealing with Superman? I can't even picture it.
Oh my god.
I'd honestly have to bash my face into a wall just trying.
The thing about that is, it'll probably be Nolan's Batman conversing with Nolan's Superman.
Yeah, it's true.
So it probably will fit.
Well, what I'm
He'll
hearing
find some
about
way
for
to twist
Superman
up
is
Superman.
upsetting.
So he'll find some way to twist up Superman, that hat piece of garbage. Oh,
Yep.
Man of Steel is going to be so terrible.
Yep.
Oh, it could be okay. I think it.
No, it can't.
I don't like the whole like it's set in a real universe, so like this is how the world would react if there was like an alien with super special powers. It's like it's a goddamn comic. Just go with it.
Oh, my God. Oh, it's going to be...
Iron Man 3 trailer. They have 40-something suits controlled by a dude's mind.
Extremists, it's nanobots. It's all nanobots. It's technologically possible.
I don't think Nolan knows
Nanobots.
how to have fun with his movies.
Nolan just knows how to be a depressing moron.
Oh, speaking of which, now think about speaking of people and directors ruining, comic and childhood memories.
Michael Bay,
Michael
Nate,
Bay.
have you seen the Have you seen the casting of Teenage
Megan
Mutant Ninja
Fox
You know what? That
is
movie
in
can
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's all I need to hear to say no.
Did you? There was
She's
an
April. No, she's not.
article posted on
She's not hot at all.
Wow,
No,
I can't
she's
tell.
not hot.
There's an
I don't
article
think she's
posted.
good looking whatsoever.
Proceed.
You can talk to other people muted.
But it ties in.
Fine.
She's
Yeah,
not
but
even
you're
that
interrupting
attractive.
other people.
All right, well, I'm stopping.
Anyways, there is an article posted on IGN of the one of the co-creators of the Teenage Mutant Ninja
Oh my
Turtles.
god, I read that quote. That's hilarious.
Slamming the Michael Bay's choice of Megan
Yeah,
Fox.
you should be.
He's pretty much there's hundreds of better actresses than her.
Hold on a second. Did you call it Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Because you have the name wrong. It's Ninja Turtles, and they're from outer space. So let's let's get that out of the way.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
There's no toxic sludge.
It's just
They're-
Ninja Turtles. They're alien turtles from Pluto.
Right.
Maybe they're
In Michael Bay's movie, here they are.
And they fight, giant robots that make you fight in battleships.
Because they had to really ground it down because, Mutant Ninja Turtles was just totally, fucking out there, crazy. So, you know what? Let's bring it to the real world. So they're aliens.
I just imagine the dude with the hair. Aliens. Michael
Aliens.
Bay's like, yes! Yes! I like it!
Aliens. Explosion.
I haven't
Aliens.
done this for
Explosion.
4 movies
Megan Fox
already.
naked. Explosion.
Yes.
semi-naked.
Yeah.
They'll never
Actually-
have her naked.
I don't like Megan. I don't like Megan Fox. One hand job later, she's
Yep,
April
there you
O'Neil. Pretty much what
Basically.
happened. I'm guessing. But yeah,
God, she's so
Fuck
ugly
that.
now too. She had all that plastic surgery.
She was never really that attractive to begin with.
I thought
No.
she was decent in the first Transformers movie. Then she had all the plastic surgery and tried to look like Angelina.
and nobody
Jolie.
ever wants that.
Not really. But so Nate, actually, main reason there's actually a very big reason I brought you on here. BG, for I'd say the last month, I've just been seeing Batman hate upon Batman hate upon Batman hate spewed all throughout Twitter.
That's not good.
To the point where, what was it, 2 days ago?
Serious.
He messages me on Twitter. He's like, "Are we doing this podcast tonight? I need to rip into Batman." So essentially, you and Proceed here will, back you up. I'm just here as the mediator. Will, defend Batman's honor from the wrath.
From Brain! Turn around from Brain!
No, not Nolan's Batman.
They actually, well, no one's Batman. No one cares. But main thing I know is that BG, you did not like
No, I
Death of
didn't.
the Family.
Why?
He doesn't like Batman.
Well,
That's
okay.
not
Well,
even
then you
it. 'Cause
can't
I like Court of the Owls. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
not
that
even-
was awesome.
I know a good story when I see it. Even if I don't like the characters in it, I know a good story. Death of the Family was not a good story.
But it is a good story.
How?
I've explained this before. I like the way they went about the whole actual death meaning from that arc. wasn't an
Our
actual
family
physical
has
death.
Our
It was
family
the
has
lack
a
of.
falling out. Oh dear, oh no, woe is the Bat family. Oh, we're still gonna do Bat things, and then when there's a huge crisis, we're still gonna come together. Because even if they're all mad
They
at Bruce
may or
Wayne,
may not. That's the problem now.
I have a question. How the fuck do you do bat things, and what the fuck are bat things?
John. There's John.
Like what if you hang above upside down in a fucking cave all goddamn day?
because
And they're all upside down, still mad at you.
I can't see you. I have equatorial irrigation, but I fucking hate you, you fucking faggot. God damn it.
I don't know. I thought the end of the arc was really like. There's been a lot of criticism and speculation within the community about it too. That everyone's really upset that the Joker didn't do more. Like he didn't actually kill somebody because everybody thought.
Well, plenty of times though in the
I don't even
past.
care about that. I don't even care that there was no actual death. Whatever.
Well, then what's your problem with it?
The problem is, it means nothing at the end. Because for
It
any
means
of the
more.
okay, it's the death of the family is a metaphor. Oh, the family is broken.
Right.
But when it's all said and done, if there is a big enough problem, they will come together. There is no doubt about that. Even if they're upset with what Bruce did and how
I don't know about that.
things,
Nightwing and Batman.
they still love Bruce. Do they not?
Not really. Tim Drake really doesn't get along with Bruce that much, really.
Yeah,
You're
and
gonna sit there and tell me that Tim Drake does not love Bruce Wayne.
After what happened between them, it's not as much that. It's more like it's kind of like the whole parent thing at that point, where he sticks around and helps Batman out of a sense of duty, rather than anything else. Because I mean, at that point, when they split ways, Tim Drake really is furious with Bruce for dealing with things how he does.
yeah, he's not.
Okay.
He's not his most favorite person.
Kids run away from their house all the time.
Yeah,
They love their parents.
Yeah, but he doesn't get beaten to death with a crowbar.
So I mean, you're sitting there telling me that if, let's say, Riddler has Batman hooked up to a chair and just broadcast it to all the Bat family, they're not going to do anything to rescue him.
you're going to extremes here.
No, it's not extreme. This could very well happen.
Yeah, but that's like one of the situations where they come to help.
Okay.
Other than life-threatening situations, they wouldn't. They'd think twice about helping him. Like, what's going to happen if I try to help him out with the situation? It's something. If he can probably handle it on his own, let him handle it on his own. That's what it's more like now.
Anyway, because
No,
when
before it was.
when they do come to help, he usually says, "Don't help."
Yeah, but that's how Bruce is. That's how Batman is. But they always will come to help him anyway, because that's how they feel. But after this, it's more like they're going to second guess everything now.
So B-level threats that he can handle anyway, they won't come and help him handle. But the A-level threats, they will still come to help him. Because no matter what, at the end of the day, they still love Bruce Wayne.
Well,
So
they're still essentially a family.
Yeah, it's just now there's a severe lack of trust in Bruce.
Okay.
There's a very distinct argument that I've had with my cousin about this, that the thing between, if you take Nightwing and you take Bruce Wayne can't ever shut off being Batman. He's always Batman. Batman is, his persona is Bruce Wayne. And Nightwing's like the complete opposite, where he can be
Dick
Grayson.
Dick Grayson.
Yeah, but he can be Nightwing at the same time. Batman can't stop being Batman. So now you have that mistrust between him and the family, where he's always constantly on, but they don't want to always be involved.
Yeah.
So
There is no death of the family. It's a falling out of the family. That's all it is.
I just want a title change. I'll be happy with the title
It's just
change.
even if the title would change, at the end of the day, it means nothing, because no matter what the situation, they will come to help Bruce if it is severe enough. So even with this complete mistrust and dislike of Bruce, they will always come to help him. He saved so many of them from whatever trauma was going through their childhood, like a Tim Drake, even if Tim Drake is furious with them. He saved Drake. So, like, what is it at the end of the day? It's just a story. And it's not even a good ending because it means nothing. So yeah, Court of the Owls was good, but Death of the Family was not. And Batgirl is so bad.
You what?
Batgirl is an awful comic as a whole.
You're completely
Dude,
wrong. That comic is awesome. Gail Simone.
Yes,
Gail Simone's
what I
writing in
wanted.
Batgirl is
Is that she inner monologues everything.
it's just like that's just a style choice, though.
And it's boring.
No, because
I swear,
how is that
if
boring?
I swear, if she was making tea, it'd be like, "Oh, I poured the glass," and then she'd make some quip in her head about water or some crap, and then she'd go turn on the stove and make another quip in her head. And then she'd burn her finger, and it'd be like, "Oh, bad decision, girl," while she's whipping her hands back and forth.
So you don't want to go. You don't want to know what's going through the mind of a woman who was
No,
shot in the back by the Joker and paralyzed, became the Oracle, and now gets her legs back and is being Batgirl again and is suffering through all this different trauma in her life, and is questioning whether or not she should be doing what she's doing.
Fine.
That's not interesting to you? That's great writing.
That's fine. But around issue 6, that's over with. She deals with somebody pointing a gun at her issue 1 or 2. And that trauma goes through her head. And somebody dies because of it.
No,
So
but
that
then it comes back. It comes back in the Death of the Family when she has to face the Joker and go through this mock wedding crap that he makes her go through. He's essentially making her marry the person that paralyzed her, and how she has to struggle with how am I not just going to break this man's neck?
She was going to it anyway.
I don't know. I love that. Batgirl's a great comic.
It's just so much talking in her head. I will say this: there is not a panel with her or a page with her where she does not have at least two panels where there is not at least 12 lines of dialogue in her head, and it's so much.
I think she's an interesting character, so I don't know. I just think the writing's really good on it too.
I don't enjoy it.
I did like the link you posted, Nate. That was I loved this.
Oh,
I
love this cover as well. They actually had this
lot.
in my. They had this issue on sale at my comic book store one day. It was $25. I didn't have it on me. I was so mad.
I bought it just for the cover because I thought it was.
The cover is amazing. I love the Red Hood story.
I haven't been reading Red Hood, but I couldn't resist buying this. I think I might frame it and put it on the wall.
I mean,
I looked into it a little bit. Apparently, there's a really good moment between Damian and Jason, since they both kind of share
I really
similar.
like Damian as a character in contrast to what's his name?
Who?
What's his
Jason.
name? Jason. Yeah.
What do you mean not anymore? Did you say not anymore?
Damien's dead.
No. Well, Jason's. Yeah.
No, Damian. They killed Damian.
Yeah.
I see. So this is what happens when I
you're a
don't
little
read
out of the
comics. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
shit.
Oh, Damian Wayne is dead now. They killed him off in Batman Inc. number 8. 8. So, I didn't read it, but...
Okay.
Oh, we got some downtime here?
So,
I'm
a little bit. So, wait, you still had more Batman
that's what I
hate,
was
though,
going
didn't
to
you?
next. Why isn't Joker dead?
Because he doesn't die.
What?
You can't kill the most iconic villain in the Batman universe.
You can't kill Batman's Yang.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking why is Joker not dead? It's not about you can't kill him. Why has the state police not given him the death penalty?
They have. He just escapes before they can kill him.
No, every time I see him, he's in Arkham. I would say 90% of the time he is in Arkham.
He was put on death row, I think, in I forgot when it was, but he just got out.
Okay. Why isn't this more frequent? Instead of just
why don't they just immediately execute him? Well, maybe
no. Why is it he put on death row more frequently when he gets out instead of just being sent back to Arkham?
Because it takes longer for him to get out of Arkham, I guess. I mean, I don't really know the exact details as to what to say here.
He's gonna get anyway. It's just
Because then you wouldn't have a comic book.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like you can't put reality in comic books. It makes no sense.
okay.
I'd be kind of saying, why doesn't Superman just kill
He can't
all of
kill
his
Lex
villains?
because Lex Luthor has a public rivalry with him. So if Lex Luthor goes missing, Superman is the first person that they turn to.
Yeah, but he can
And people
vaporize people.
And if people
no
start
evidence.
if people start distrusting Superman, it all falls apart.
Well, no, I'm talking like Darkseid.
Darkseid is
Brainiac.
not a Superman villain, and I do not believe Superman can kill Darkseid. So that's why he hasn't killed him. He always sends him away or luckily jails him somehow, but I don't think he can kill Darkseid.
Well, I'm talking any of Superman's foes in general.
He
can kill a good chunk of them.
He killed Doomsday.
Yeah, he did kill Doomsday.
Okay.
He didn't kill Zod because Zod is pretty much his equal. So I don't think in a straight up fight he can just defeat Zod. So he has to find some way to lock him up.
Yeah, the whole dimension thing.
So
Yeah.
any other villain from Superman? Because I can explain my away.
All right, Atomo,
Atomo? I don't even know who you're talking about right now.
the guy with the kryptonite heart.
Metallo?
Metallo. Wow. Hello.
Because Metallo cannot be killed. He's immortal.
Wait. What?
Yeah, every time he's killed, he is brought back either through construct or his mind is preserved or something. He's tried to be killed several times. He tried to kill himself. He cannot be killed. Anyone else?
I don't have an answer to why he doesn't kill people.
Well, because Superman's a baby. That's why.
Okay, so why doesn't Batman break Joker's spine?
He's broken every bone in his body, actually.
Has he?
Yeah, he has. Batman's broken like every bone in the Joker's body at least
Even
twice.
his spine, so he can't walk.
Well, hey, if Nolan can make Batman walk again, I guess the Joker can find a way to walk again.
Can he find a way to put his face back on, though? That's the real question.
Okay, that's the real test now. How's he get his face back on after all this?
Comic books.
Yeah,
That's the only answer you need.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the
I'm
universal
sorry.
comic book answer.
Comic books is not an answer. Because I answered my things even within the realm of a comic book.
Well, not really. Even then, that's all comics. Why is Metallo immortal? Comics, like you said, survive through this pothole. I mean, please. It's still the fact that you want a comic, you want this character, you're gonna find a way to revive him.
There is logic within that comic.
No, there's not.
Wow. Okay. Then I
argument.
don't even need to say anything. If you're saying there is no logic within a comic, like
there's logic within comics. It's just it comes to reviving people from the
Listen.
It's not skill of that.
Aquaman, you know what he can do.
Look, he's weak.
All of a sudden, he's running faster than the Flash. That's not logical. There's logic within an Aquaman universe.
That's actually
There's logic within a Superman universe, and there's logic within a Batman universe. Batman's universe is an illogical logic because it makes no sense. Why a Joker is still walking around oh my God, what was it? Death of the Family, where he said he doesn't kill Joker because somebody worse may come. What? How is that not the worst excuse you've ever heard in your life? I won't kill him because someone worse may possibly come in the future, maybe. That is such a weak excuse from anybody. This isn't just Batman. That's just a weak excuse.
I got nothing.
No, you don't have anything. Because it makes no sense. And people don't see this.
I don't know. I try not to put like real world logic into comic books.
It's not even real world logic because I'm accepting
You were just arguing real world logic.
No,
with the
no.
Joker going to the death row multiple million times and how they don't keep him locked up. It's like he's the Joker. He's gonna get out. Everybody just knows that.
Yeah.
People just say, "Oh, whatever." When it comes to Batman, he's Batman.
No, but you're saying that like when the Joker breaks out, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh gosh, that darn Joker, he's out again."
That little rapscallion.
That's the Canadians' response when the Joker gets out. Actually.
No, they say we're sorry. They actually apologize.
The Joker is out again. We're sorry. We're sorry,
John,
Batman.
is that what they do? Would you guys just apologize?
We do for Justin Bieber.
As well, you should.
As well, yeah. You should apologize, Justin Bieber. John, I personally blame you for not seeking him out and ending that before it started.
Look what I linked you, Ralph.
Okay, let's drop the death row thing. Joker's been left alone with many people, and he's talked about them. Oh, your family, and he knows their family, and they're always like, "Shut it, Joker! I'm gonna nothing." These people have guns, and he's threatening their family. You would think one person would step up and be like, "I'm gonna be the hero here. They're gonna send me away for life, but whatever. I'm gonna get this monster off the street."
Oh, that was actually done in this. What is it? What's movie I just watched? It was The Dark Knight Returns.
I haven't
What?
watched that yet.
Yeah, The Dark Knight Returns. The movie ends with the Joker being gunned down by a child whose parents the Joker just murdered. The kid.
Dark Knight Returns?
Yeah.
It's a
DA,
comic book
I
from the
watched that.
80s.
You're talking about City. You're talking
No.
about City
It was The Dark Knight
You're not
Returns.
talking
It was part
Dark Knight
two.
Returns.
It was part 2.
No, it wasn't, because Joker was
Yeah.
killed by Batman.
Come on.
No, he was killed by himself. He twisted his own neck.
Oh, yeah. He wasn't gunned down by some child.
Are you sure? Oh no, the Batman broke his neck. No, you're right. You're right.
What were you talking about?
I lost track of what I was thinking about there for a second.
Yeah, that's not Dark Knight Returns.
There is a fan
So,
independent
that's-
film where that happens. There was like the Joker escapes from Arkham. He kills this political figure, and his
Yeah, that I
wife
saw.
kidnaps their son. And yeah, the son like finds a gun and shoots Joker, and then like looks at Batman. He's like, "Why didn't you save my parents?" And
Yeah,
Batman
that I've
gets all
seen, yeah.
emo.
I may have been
So,
confusing the
but
two.
the kid guns down the Joker. But comics, he'll be back. Like I don't.
He
Yeah.
sits in the Lazarus
If he comes
pit.
back. But
Somebody's gonna punch the Infinity Wall, and people will come back and like. Or,
if
you
he's
know.
gonna come back, that's fine. Just kill him. Don't keep putting him in Arkham so he can get out and kill dozens to hundreds of people just to be pleading his sanity again and getting sent back to Arkham again. Just do something a little more. They see their system is not working. So there needs to be a change at this point. And there is no change. And fans write it off because people want to see more Joker. And there are ways to see more Joker without just having him being locked up and escaping and killing people again and again. Like the death of the family. With his face ripped off, he just left for a year. So what's to stop him from Batman capturing him, leaving him on the ground, hearing the sirens, Batman leaves, and Joker pays off the people that catches him? Or is his own people that are that have him in custody and taking him to jail, and they just leave? That's much simpler and a much better like device than just, oh, he's gonna go back to Arkham and he's gonna pay off the guards and then somebody's gonna break him out.
You're talking about he said, she said, though. I mean, that's the way they.
It's not he said, she said. It's I say.
No, I mean, but you're talking about how that's your opinion
I'm
how
gonna
it should
check
be
the
dealt with,
personal
rather than the
messages.
writer's opinion how it should be dealt with. I mean, obviously the writer probably thought of that approach too, and it's been used. I can almost guarantee it's been used, but just the what's it called the norm, I guess, is what it is with him going to Arkham. That's the norm. That's the plot device. That's the setup. That's
Yeah,
the
I
given.
don't-
That's what people recognize. Oh, you're getting a close up of Arkham. You're probably going to see the Joker. It's an association thing.
That's fine. If people want Joker in Arkham, he could be in Arkham every now and then, whatever. but most of the time he's in Arkham.
Yeah.
And the only thing that would be lost through my way is Arkham. And you can go to see a Riddler or something in Arkham without having to see Joker in a panel or two, and then he just breaks out 3 arcs later. There's nothing lost but Arkham. That's just how I see it.
But then you can't have the video game.
How can you have pudding if you don't eat your beet? I'm not even gonna fucking start that. I'm gonna sit here.
Why does Joker not have a face?
The real question here is, why doesn't the Joker talk like this? That's
The real question is, why does it not taste like butter?
Okay, another argument.
I like an answer.
No, it's he got it ripped off by somebody or taken off by somebody. Whatevs. Another argument I hear for why Joker isn't killed by Batman is because Batman would become no better than the people that he hunts down.
Yeah, that's basically the way it's said.
Okay, so is a judge that sentences a person to death a criminal? Is a person that throws the switch, injects the venom or whatever into these death row people a criminal?
Well, that's basically the whole thing that's being said here. That's Batman's opinion.
Batman's opinion is getting hundreds of people killed.
Well, that actually was brought up in Under the Red Hood.
I hate that.
Batman's justification was literally that's just his morals. That's how
I'm going to take it back.
That's how he decides to do things. It's that simple. That's his way.
It's just getting many people killed. It's getting Batgirl paralyzed.
Yeah, he knows that. But the exact words that they had him say, which I guess is now his canon, his belief, is that that's just the way his morals are. That's how he feels. That's how he thinks it's best dealt with. So, I mean, if that's just how it is.
Okay.
You can argue the rhyme and the reason behind it that, it's not the smartest way to go about it, but neither is a lot of things that happen in the world that are done for the right reasons or the wrong reasons. It's people have their own
example of
thought.
that. Give me an example of that.
I don't know. Hitler?
No, I'm talking about in comics.
Hitler may have been bad, but he still killed Hitler. Just want to put that out there.
I'm talking about something in comics. Give me an example of that in comics.
People. That's why that's the thing. That's what makes Well, Aquaman has the same deal. The whole thing with his kingdom.
What?
What's this called? For him to protect his kingdom, he does a lot of really bad stuff.
Okay.
Like, I'm not really that up on the Aquaman comics for this, so I think Nate can help me out on that one.
I mean, he doesn't kill anyone.
Not kill, but I'm talking like. That's what I'm saying though. He'll do
Orderly.
questions.
He'll definitely exert his authority.
Yeah, if it means protecting his kingdom, no matter who gets hurt, in the long run. It all has to do with the character's personal view and their opinion, their morals, how they live their life. Everybody has their own conviction. So by saying that it's wrong, it's this, it's that, that's just Batman's mentality.
Does his decisions, knowing full well his decisions will kill hundreds of Atlanteans, do his decision, Nate? Because I don't know.
Aquaman's whole thing is protect Atlanteans. He wouldn't care if they sacrificed.
Isn't Batman's whole thing? Isn't Batman's whole thing protecting Gotham?
Yes, and he's protecting. Again.
No, he's not.
Batman isn't Aquaman. You're superimposing Aquaman with Batman. They're different characters. It's the decisions they make that define them. Aquaman has made similar decisions that not in the frame of the decisions, but in the meaning of the decision. What exactly the decision is made for, rather than the actual content of the decision.
I have no idea what you just said.
Basically, what he's deciding isn't the same, but what he's trying to accomplish with his decisions are the same. He's seeking to protect. Batman is seeking to protect, but through his own means.
What would Aquaman do with the Joker?
I don't know. As a member of the Justice League, I think he would do the same thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's
not as a member of Justice, as as the king of Atlantis.
If he threatened Atlantis,
I think
he would.
No. If he killed dozens of Atlanteans,
Joker would be dead. Aquaman would kill him hands down.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it goes back to that, like, Batman would become no better than the people that are committing the crimes. Think about it. If he went around and killed everybody and everything was happy, happy, joy, joy, and there were no more villains on the street, he still wouldn't get the same respect from like Commissioner Gordon and stuff like that.
Doesn't have to care about that. He's the king. He's going to.
Why should he give a crap what Gordon thinks instead of just
because he does? It's just because that's what he feels. That's his personality.
I have a example to throw out there as far as like a person's like convictions being out there, but they think they serve good. It's somewhat opposite character aspect of Bruce Wayne. Rorschach.
I don't even know.
I've done 15 minutes, yeah.
I've
From
never
Watchmen.
read or watched Watchmen.
You should. You go right now and you read that and then come back on the podcast because you're not allowed to talk.
Watchmen's a great one.
All right.
Yeah, Watchmen's a really good comic. But actually, a lot of the characters in Watchmen, because like the whole premise really of that comic is flawed superheroes.
Most superheroes
I think most
superheroes are flawed.
Superman.
I said most. I didn't say all. And Superman has flaws. Don't even. And Superman does have flaws. He is too sympathetic and caring to people. And it gets him. He's an idiot when it comes to that. But flaws. Okay. Wait. Hold on, Mike. Why don't people?
I want to go into Rorschach though.
Oh, go ahead.
I want to go into Rorschach though. So Rorschach, when he started off as this like detective, essentially, he doesn't have superpowers or anything. All he has is a grapple gun and his wits.
So he's Batman minus the money.
He was like. Essentially. But, and he had pretty much like, his name is Rorschach because he wore this mask that had this ink blot that changed.
Isn't it just the question then DA asked?
Yes, he's basically the question.
Okay. Good say.
Anyway, so he is investigating this girl that goes missing, finds out that this dude raped her, killed her, and fed her to his dogs. So he butchers the dude with a meat cleaver. And from that point on, he's just like, okay, essentially he becomes what Batman fears he would become. Like, a hero, quotations, that really just like doesn't care who gets in his way, will harm anyone that gets in his way, and, doesn't care about life or death. And in the comics, you can tell pretty much besides the other heroes in the comic, everyone is fucking afraid of Rorschach. Like in the prison, I'll throw the prison scene out that when he actually gets caught because superheroes are getting rounded up. And I mean, it's just more or less just like the morals affect the character. You may not agree with the morals, but that's just how the character is.
To be what the character is.
Okay, I'm gonna ask two things real quick.
Go for it.
One, why don't people like Green Arrow as much as Batman? Because Green Arrow is a person without powers, with a lot of money. He has nothing but his wits and training, just like Batman. Why don't people like him as much as Batman?
Okay.
I think opinion, in all honesty, might be growing with the CW show.
Yeah, I'm
just going to throw that out there.
I think it just comes down to that Batman's been around longer, too.
Batman's been around longer, and his character is far more established. Green Arrow came a lot later.
And it goes from being like a billionaire playboy, like Bruce Wayne doesn't do that as much in the Batman comics as Oliver Queen does in Green Arrow.
Yeah,
he's very cocky, billionaire, eccentric.
Why do people like Iron Man then?
Well, because that's different genre. You're talking about Marvel now.
He's a cocky playboy, and people love that about Tony Stark.
Well, it's because he's beyond that. He's a cocky playboy, but it's his genius and ingenuity that's basically a part of his personality that allows him to be Iron Man. If he didn't have that devil-may-care side to himself, he couldn't actually be Iron Man.
And there's the whole like drinking problem thing. I don't know. He has a lot going for him. Yeah,
it's just Tony Stark. He is Robert Downey Jr. That's why if you like Robert Downey Jr., you're gonna like Tony Stark because that's why it was such a perfect cast. If you look at their character models, like just who they are, it's basically just makes them interesting.
I'm going to say the reason Batman is more liked is simply because he's had movies about him.
No.
Nah, I don't agree with that.
No, not at all.
The movies have brought Batman to a public eye way more than the comics.
No, I think
Okay.
in the originality, Batman and Superman have the exact same notoriety.
Oh no, Superman is probably one of the most well-known characters.
So is Batman.
No,
he's actually the second behind Mickey Mouse.
There you go. He ain't looked this up recently. Superman is the second most well-known character.
I thought Mario was more well known than Mickey.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Well, that mainly actually has to do with the fact that Superman is the American icon type
Right.
deal.
Actually, in all honesty, Green Arrow was not that much farther off than
Until
Batman.
the movies came along.
First
What are you talking
appeared.
about?
Well, no, first appeared in Detective Comics. First appeared in Detective Comics, May 1939. Green Arrow was November of 1941. So it's only
there you go.
Wasn't Green Arrow? Didn't he show up in Batman?
Yeah.
That was more
And you're
fun
saying
comics.
that he's growing a lot of popularity because of the CW show. So the reason Batman is so popular is because the movie's about him.
There's been more mainstream media, we'll say.
The cartoon.
Games.
I mean, there's a lot more.
You know.
And Batman has a lot more
Mhm.
memorable characters. I mean,
True.
name one Green Arrow villain.
I don't know one.
Oh crap! I knew this.
See, right off the top
Yeah,
of
see,
your
like
head,
that's-
you can't.
See?
I mean, we all know what Green Arrow's about, but
In Batman, you can think Bane,
Because
Joker,
they've been in
Two-Face,
movies.
Riddler.
Because
Like,
they've been
you
in
name off
movies.
like
it's
5.
so easy to bring them up.
even in the comics
knows?
are memorable.
Who knows of Calendar Man before Arkham? Who knew of him? How many
Calendar
people
Man?
before?
I think no. Yeah, he's in Arkham City.
How many
right?
people?
He's in
How
Arkham
many
City.
people before the cartoon knew of Clayface?
Oh, I knew Clayface from a long time ago. Well before the Arkham game.
Okay, you. No, I didn't say. I said the cartoon.
No, not
Oh.
the Arkham game.
Well before cartoons.
Okay, that's
Okay,
it.
wait a second. We all have a like a jaded opinion on that because we grew up during the cartoon era. Like
Yeah.
I obviously wasn't reading comic books when I was.
I actually was reading
7.
comic books well before I didn't actually have a TV in my house until I was maybe 11. So
Okay.
I grew up with the cartoon.
I grew up with the comics before that. Yeah.
Da wants
Before that, it was all Transformers and Batman for me.
Da.
Speaking as a person who doesn't read the comics, and I've seen about 3 episodes of the Batman series. I was introduced to most of Batman's villains through Arkham Asylum. I didn't know who Clayface was, Bane, any of them before Arkham Asylum, and Arkham City just made me realize them more.
So if Green Arrow had a game, cartoons, all this growing up, I would assume he. Okay, how many people liked Iron Man really before the movie?
Oh, me.
Now
That's,
he's.
I knew
now-
again. Iron Man, another comic I found. I'm gonna say
You're,
I
you're
found.
a huge comic fan. I mean, you're a huge Iron Man fan.
Oh,
But how
I found
many-
Iron Man back when I was in high school. A friend of mine showed me the Iron Man comics.
How many people would know who Whiplash or any?
Speaking again as just nobody, I knew him as an Avenger, and that was it.
If all these other heroes had these movies, these
Hank.
cartoons, these opportunities that Batman had, they as well would be up to the mainstream. But Batman has had more opportunities than probably
Again?
Superman is probably
No,
second.
no.
Mute your mic, Ralph.
That's the thing, though. I'd say the main reason I think Batman was I'd say first done well. There was comic book movies before that, the Fantastic Four
The
movie that
first
we saw
Superman
during
movie was
Con.
one of the most well received movies. Yeah.
All right, that was before Batman.
Don't go back
sorry.
to the 60s
But,
Batman movie. That was atrocious.
Holy
Well,
cheese
no,
wheels,
I'm
Batman.
talking like
You're talking the
big
90s.
Holy mashed potatoes, Batman!
That era,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But like as far as like I mean Superman and then I mean at the time too, I'm guessing Batman as far as the comic was
Oh, yeah,
probably
without a
selling
doubt.
better than Green Arrow
Okay.
too. So when DC's going to make movies about their
Most known characters, when the
properties,
pulling in more money, they're going to do that.
their properties, who are they going to go to? They're going to go
Superman
to their
and Batman.
Okay,
they're going to go to their
you
most
say
popular.
This, but, they made a TV show of Batman before they ever talked about a movie.
Yeah,
and they had to gauge the TV show's popularity before they did that.
Again, they had a whole bunch of Superman TV shows as well. They went to their more popular.
There was the Trinity of DC, which was Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, and then it was just everybody else.
Yeah.
Those were so Wonder Woman was for the women. Men enjoyed it too, but it was for the women. Superman was the first superhero, quote unquote. And Batman was Batman.
Yeah.
I still don't understand the appeal, but that's just me. Batman was Batman. People enjoyed it.
Okay,
so these three got more opportunities than anybody within DC.
I looked up the Rogues Gallery for Green Arrow, and tell me if any of these sound memorable to you. We got Brick, Clock King, Constantine Dragon.
Clock King. I know Clock King.
Count Vertigo, Cupid, Deathstroke, obviously.
I know Deathstroke.
Deathstroke is the only one I know.
Dr. Light, Merlin, Onomatopoeia.
I know Dr.
There's
Light.
a villain in the Green Arrow universe named Onomatopoeia.
Dr. Light, I know Dr. Light, I know Count Vertigo, and I know Clock King.
Rainbow Archer, Reverend Billy Miggs, and Steel Claw. That's the road.
I know Archer as well.
I only know two of them. Dr. Light I know because he was in Teen Titans, and Deathstroke because he was in Arkham City.
There you go.
Deathstroke? No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Deathstroke was in Teen Titans.
No, he wasn't. That was
Deadshot. Was in Arkham City.
Right. Confused with names. I do that a lot.
Dad. Deathstroke was Slade. His real Deathstroke's real name is Slade Wilson.
Here's the problem with Green Arrow.
That's why they call him Slade.
The really popular one was the Neil Adams, Dennis O'Neil from 1969 to 1983, where he teamed up with Green Lantern, and that was like an ongoing series for years on end. Green Arrow doesn't have it like his own staying power, and the only reason he has it now is because of the TV show.
Yeah,
I mean the comic isn't that great.
So he got his staying power through the TV show. So
so that's 60 years later.
No, I'm saying couldn't you say the same thing for all the big superheroes? That the reason most of them have staying power is because of these TV shows and these movies?
No, because I just read off the list of villains and nobody knows who any of them are.
I bet you if they appeared in Green Arrow and Arrow, people would snap like that. I knew who three of them were.
They would, but we know the Joker from the original Batman comic because he's such a memorable character before the TV show or even the cartoon.
We do. Comic readers do.
I don't agree with that.
Oh, what?
People knew him before the TV show and the. Who read the 1940s comic?
In our day and age.
Really?
In our day and age, probably not as well. What do you mean? I've read the original ones.
But you knew of the Joker and Batman after
or before
reading it.
I'm not talking about me personally.
I mean, that's an opinion we can't.
Like society or like the whole
group
of people in general. People who've read comics even before my time.
I watched Red Hood, Under the Red Hood recently.
Great movie.
And there's a scene with Black Mask, and a guy says, "Don't stare at him too long," and some other dialogue, and then they walk in and they have this whole monologue. If you close your eyes and picture Two-Face, it's the same character.
No,
I don't agree with that.
Watch Black Mask. Watch that Black.
No. Listen. Two-Face, while like a gangster type character, he has as far as a character, the guy's schizophrenic. He talks with himself. He talks with himself and argues with himself. Whereas Black Mask is just a monster.
The whole character, whatever. In any given moment, through this dialogue, if you didn't know who was speaking, you probably couldn't tell me who was speaking.
No, I'd know it was Black Mask because he's got the whole, I want his kids dead. I want his family dead. I want his pets dead. He's got that kind
So
of
you
character.
mean to
That's not Two-Face.
You mean to tell me if I read you an excerpt from Black Mask, Two-Face, and Penguin, you'd be able to tell me who spoke what?
Yes, actually, I'm pretty sure I would.
Yeah, I would be able to.
I'm gonna test this some other time.
All right, that's fine. I'm
certain.
confident I'll get it right.
The distinction between the characters you get is you have Two-Face where he's always going to question every move he makes by flipping the coin. So he doesn't make snap decisions. The Penguin is like, he's got that high society kind of, I'm better than everyone because I come from royalty, or I come from wealth, but I'm still like disfigured and I don't know, I got that mobster kind of feel to me, but Black Mask is a gangster, like, period.
At the end of the day, they're all mobsters.
Yeah, but they didn't,
No, I can understand, they're different characters. They have different personalities or whatever. But they're the same archetype.
Oh, they're all criminals, yeah. That's
Well,
the whole
No,
thing.
it's not even criminals. Joker is not Penguin. They're the same archetype.
Yeah, they're the same archetypes, what I just said.
No, you said they're all criminals.
They
Joker
are all
is
criminals.
Joker is not Penguin.
No, but they're all criminals. That's
don't
the deal. They're all criminals.
They're all the same criminal.
They're all
They're
trying to get
different
money
people.
and blow
They're
stuff
different
up,
people.
majoritively, yeah.
They're different people, but they're the same criminal.
They just have different motives. That's what they do. So I'm not seeing your statement here.
I
Why it makes any sense.
What's the motive for Two-Face compared to a Black Mask or a Penguin?
Black Mask just wants to basically just be a mob boss, control the underworld, while Two-Face is more like the character who's just out for blood for the sake of being out for blood, just because the coin said so.
Okay, and Penguin?
That doesn't sound like a good character to me.
And Penguin?
Penguin's just the whole he comes from a rich family, so he's just that whole, I want that notoriety, I want that status.
he wants to be
Like
better
a
than Bruce
mob
Wayne.
boss? Like a mob boss?
Well, not really a mob boss. He actually goes on to own his own, his own what's it called, the Ice Lounge.
Okay.
He goes on to do all this different stuff just to play up his public image type thing. It's more.
Isn't it a front for his mob activities?
Well, of course, it's a front for his underworld. Actually, Penguin's more like a weapons merchant kind of deal rather than Black Mask's whole like narcotics and everything else under the sun.
Okay, so one deals with guns and one deals with drugs, and then the other just kills people. Okay, Two-Face.
This argument could be made for Superman, by the way. One wants to be a global
I wanna hear
conqueror.
this.
The other wants to be a global conqueror. Like there's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of alien
Darkseid.
conquerors.
Brainiac.
Darkseid.
Brainiac.
What's his name?
Darkseid wants to.
Mongol. Yeah.
Darkseid
the
wants
Mongol.
to rule the universe. Brainiac wants all knowledge.
Through consuming and owning the universe.
He wants all
Through
knowledge.
consuming and owning the universe.
Owning the universe.
That's a form of consuming. When you consume
No.
it, you own it. You
He-
own its
he-
knowledge. He wants to conquer it and take it
He
over.
doesn't want to conquer the universe. He just wants to consume it and all
That's a form
knowledge
of
from
conquering.
it.
That's a form of conquering. Yeah, it's exactly
semantics,
your argument
it's
is
the
basically
same
invalid.
argument.
It's all the same thing.
So you're telling me.
You can argue that for any
Okay,
that's what I-
superhero.
So you're
Like,
telling
okay.
me.
You have to decide what you're going to argue, because if you're arguing something that's universal throughout all comics, then your argument doesn't make any sense.
So you're telling me that Green Goblin, Doc Ock, and Venom, it's the same.
Yes.
Hobgoblin.
Green Goblin.
There's a whole bunch of
Norman
goblins in
Osborn
Spider-Man.
Goblin.
That was a terrible example.
Norman Osborn Goblin. Great. Even Carnage and Venom are different.
They're all focused on beating Spider-Man.
But like you said, they're just mobsters.
Venom's whole thing.
They're
what
all
was the other
animal
one?
morph freaks.
Toxin.
Yeah, thank you.
They're all symbiotes.
Hey,
It's
could you please
infused
stop
sy-
interrupting? BG is getting very angry, and I have to sit right next to him.
Man.
Please, no, please. Please stop interrupting.
No, DA, that will not happen.
You guys interrupt my points, and then you put your points, and then I have to counter that point without getting my original point across. Carnage
everyone be
and
quiet. Let him make his point.
Carnage and Venom are the same, not the same criminal, but the same powers or whatever. Their motive. Carnage wants to do nothing but kill and spread carnage. Venom wants to do nothing but ruin Peter Parker's life.
You're just arguing the same point that we just argued about Batman.
How?
The complete opposite. The complete polar opposite in the Marvel universe. You just argued for the DC.
Listen. Like with Penguin, all Penguin wants to do is get back at his supposed jealousy of Bruce Wayne and his family. That's his whole reason. Pretty much, he wants to look better than Bruce Wayne. That is like one of the main points of his character. Whereas Black Mask, is just wants to rule Gotham through the criminal underworld. They have, while at the bottom line, they're a mobster. They have different motives. While at the bottom line, Venom and Carnage are symbiotes. They have different motives. It is the same thing.
Mobsters are not
the
different.
Exact same thing.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
All symbiote alien life forms aren't different.
They both commit all monsters commit crimes, but they can each one of his characters commit different crimes for different reasons with different motives and through different means. The symbiotes go do different damage, do different motives and different means.
But they still latch on to, a host and, live a symbiotic relationship.
The Penguin and Venom. They're like
my original point was if you gave me the dialogue of these people, I wouldn't be able to tell you the difference. I could tell you the difference between a Venom and a Carnage.
That's because you know that character best. I
don't know Venom.
Thing is, you know that series better. Spider-Man is more a series you associate yourself with. It's more you're more used to it. That's your thing. Meanwhile, to us, Batman's more our thing.
Why?
I wish I had my comic book box here because I could pull some stuff.
Why can't we interrupt you guys?
Really?
Because we just tried to... Okay, DA, what were you saying with your thing?
You could absolutely do that on me. I don't know outside of, like I said, Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, I don't know Penguin, I don't know Black Mask, I don't know Two-Face. You can try it on me. I'm sure.
That's the thing. It's not the argument we're having here. Is some random passerby can't read it. It's if you know the series, if you know the characters, just reading a text dialogue, you'll know who's who. If you don't know the series, you're not gonna know who's who.
Listen. If you read me 3 people and they're all the same person, that's not a good thing.
But they're not the same person.
I want money. If this dude says I want money, if this dude says I want gun, and this dude says I want drugs, it's all the same thing.
If you knew the series, you knew exactly who was talking. That's the argument here.
If they're all the same person, it won't matter.
No, it's not.
Okay, wait, again. Just watch Under the Red Hood. Just watch that scene and picture it as Two-Face and tell me you can't.
I could not picture it as Two-Face. I really
Have you
can't.
watched it recently?
I can't either.
Did you? When did you watch it?
I just watched Red Hood like last week on Netflix.
No, that's not what I asked. I asked that did you try to picture it as Two-Face?
I didn't need to. I couldn't picture it as Two-Face.
That's not what I'm asking.
But
I'm asking you to watch it now and picture Two-Face.
I can see that scene right now in my head. I just watched the movie. I couldn't picture it as Two-Face.
I just watched Psych, and I can't give you 3 scenes from it. I watched 2 episodes of Psych. I could probably give you 5 scenes total from it. Tell me that you can remember that entire scene.
I can remember stuff that I like very well.
I remember him headbutting the guy.
Okay, I remember Black Mask. The first thing you see is he's turned away from the people that walk in. He's facing the window. Then he turns around slowly. The guy who was told not to stare flinches as he's looking at him.
What is his dialogue right there?
He's just complaining about the Red Hood. I don't remember the exact dialogue. I remember the scene placement.
Then you're not. You can't picture him as Two-Face if you can't remember the dialogue.
It has nothing to do with it. It's the whole mannerism of speaking. You can't. Your argument is it's nonsensical to me. I can't even.
All right.
For people that like the series and know the characters, we know. Like you can't. I can picture it too, but like how you say you can't picture Carnage and Venom,
I could not picture.
We say that about the Batman
Black Mask as anything but Black Mask. I couldn't picture Bane as anything but Bane. It's just that's how it is.
Something different. Bane is something different.
Okay, that's a whole
Joker is something different. Clayface is something different. I can't
You're just saying mobsters in general, like if they're a mobster, they're out for the same thing, so they're going to be essentially the same person.
I'm saying these three characters are very similar, and if you put their dialogue and you just present it as, hey, if you watch the Black Mask scene and just think as Two-Face, you can see Two-Face. Don't tell me.
I can't.
Have you?
Because Two-Face is a nut. And
hold on.
Black
No matter
Mask
what,
isn't.
I'm gonna put this to rest here in a minute.
Every dialogue, you would hear Two-Face be like, "Let's ask the coin."
No, skip the coin part. Just hear his dialogue.
That's the whole point. You can't, with Two-Face, you can't skip the coin.
Everything Black Mask says.
It's Two-Face.
Just picture before he headbutts this guy or shoots this guy that he flips.
Now you're adding stuff to the scenario,
coin.
though. That with Two-Face, you have to have the coin. Since there's no coin there, it's not Two-Face. That's the main point.
He didn't have the coin in The Dark Knight Returns. He was just mobster then.
This argument is actually making my brain hurt.
Good point.
If you're not a fan of the series, it's like complaining about the series is just so nonsensical. If you don't take the time to really get into it and understand what's going on, and you only look at things just skin deep, you don't really get it.
You guys are saying that you could recognize Two-Face because of coin.
Yes. If you were just
so that's all it
that
takes.
Is literally
to distinguish one person. So you're telling me that if Black Mask and Two-Face had the exact same dialogue back to back, and then Black Mask just shot the guy, but Two-Face flips the coin and then shoots the guy.
You know who?
Different.
They wouldn't have the exact same dialogue, though.
Black Mask would be swearing.
Go watch that scene.
Every 5 seconds.
Just go watch that scene and picture it as Two-Face. That's all I'm asking you to do.
I can try. I will go and do that later. But the thing is, I won't be able to see it as anything but Black Mask. Mainly for multiple reasons here. 1, I've seen the movie before. 2, I know both characters and how they speak very well, as I both read the comics for a long time, watched the cartoon, and watched the movies. I know these characters too well to discern them from each other.
I'm asking you to try to picture that.
Okay, wait, hold on a second. All right. So you're saying that say we lined up the Penguin, we lined up the Black Mask, we lined up Two-Face. We took their visual prowess away, and we put the dialogue in places of them. You're saying that we wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the three of them if it was the same exact dialogue.
You wouldn't be able to tell the difference between Black Mask and Two-Face.
Of course, you know why? Because there's nothing to look at. If you're just looking at dialogue, then there's it's the same exact dialogue as if from Two-Face to Black Mask, it's the same exact words. You wouldn't picture one from the other because there's no visual to go along with it. That's what you're arguing, correct?
No.
Like the main I can picture your argument for Falcone and Maroni, because those two are pretty much the same character. Those are just mob bosses.
Just watch the scene and picture.
That's all they are.
That's all I'm asking.
I think what we're trying to say is that if you have that same exact dialogue, one character is going to say it completely differently.
Okay.
The other character is going to say it. Correct? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Watch the scene and picture it as Two-Face. From the moment he says, "Don't look at him too long because his face, whatever." From that moment on until the end of the Black Mask scene, just picture it as Two-Face speaking it, and tell me that you can't see it being Two-Face.
But that dialogue that Black Mask says would not be said the same way as if Two-Face had said it.
Not even close. Not even close.
What is the
That's
same
what we're
way?
arguing.
No, it's not.
No, because they're two different characters.
What is the same way you're talking about?
The coin.
Well, first off, Two-Face would just his mannerisms would give him away. For one, the way the words are basically brought out are different.
Okay.
Because Two-Face has two.
Let me try this.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll try it. Yeah.
That's all I need.
I'll try it as well.
That's all I need. Because you're just saying I can't picture it. I can't picture it. Just try it. That's all I'm asking you to do.
Fine.
Two-Face often speaks
Pretty
in
much
we
like
as
we're-
well. He
Yeah.
speaks as two people.
Yeah,
So
he
you
does.
can
Yeah, and he
Okay.
speaks in two different voices. When he's talking as Harvey Dent, he has, the staunch political type of mannerism, and then when he's talking as the scarred side, he
And it's a
talks
lot
like
more
this.
street
like,
a lot more slang.
Just
Thug,
picture Black
yeah.
Man speaking as the thug side. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
thug side. Fine.
Whatever. Whatever.
let's move on to something
I'm
else.
trying to
Two
just
faces thug
picture
fight.
the same.
It's just
Okay.
the only thing I'm going to say about this. The last thing I'm going to say about this is, it comes down to what interests you the most, what you get behind, and it just so happens that you're more Superman and we're more Batman. It's how it is. So the way we see the characters are different. You see them how you see your characters. We see our characters how we see our characters. It's a difference in opinion. So
I am into nearly every other thing I read.
no, you're not really into Batman. You're
I'm
not.
gonna watch
Other-
YouTube
Other
episode.
than the Bat universe. And I have said several times that I know a good story when I see it. The Batman universe itself is completely unappealing to me for various reasons.
Exactly, but meanwhile, to me, the Batverse is my favorite.
Why?
comic verse.
Why?
Just because of the scope of the story. I like Batman's character. I like who Batman surrounds himself with. I love Alfred. I love Tim Drake. I love Damian Wayne. I love Dick Grayson. I love what's his name from the Red Hood? I keep forgetting his name. Jason Todd. I love Barbara Gordon. Every one of the Bat family, I love each of their characters. The villains are all interesting to me. I like to see how Batman's going to take them down next. It's just
I'm punching them.
not all the time. No, sometimes Batman
That
will
was a
defeat.
joke.
But whatever. See, I'm not in joke mode right now. The fact is, a lot of time Batman will defeat them without even looking at them, and that's the point. It's just, I don't know. I like the whole stealth of
I don't
history
know.
as compared to Superman's. I'm gonna fly in and crack the planet in half.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
care for
Okay.
Superman's
Hold on.
overpowered
Hold on.
God mode. I just
Hold
don't
on.
care.
Hold on.
I was speaking first.
No. I'm always speaking first and you're interrupting.
I was speaking. I was saying a sentence and you were trying to stop me midway.
Yeah.
But
do
you
that
failed.
all the time. I'll be
Yeah,
in the
the thing is,
middle
I have a
Well,
personality that will stop you every time because I don't stop.
You interrupted his interruption.
Yes, exactly. I am a master at. I have interruption.
There's the
Interruption.
title. There's
Okay.
the title.
Tell me again why I don't like Superman.
Because Superman is just Superman is just an overpowered. Every last thing is brute strength.
Game over.
It's all.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's too bright. He's
Okay.
He's
Okay.
too. What's the word? He's
Too
too
white.
PC for me.
Okay. You said he's too overpowered.
We had this
Wait.
conversation before with
Wait.
the whole Goku versus Superman thing. He said
Wait.
his power is infinite. At one point, he
Wait.
just becomes a god. I'm sorry, but
Wait.
no.
When did I say that?
But the Superman Goku argument, we were sitting here.
Mike, did I ever say that?
You did not say that. You're actually projecting the buffer from Goku versus Superman onto the thing. There is a arc where
that's a
Superman
side.
absorbs enough sunlight that he does
That's a
beat
side
Superman.
arc. That's
Prime.
the All-Star Superman.
Well,
arc.
that's what you brought up, and that's what I know. But the thing is,
That's a side.
that's the kind of Superman that I'm aware of, that I know of, that I've seen.
That's not Superman. And the story itself is what makes that arc. Not that he's so overpowered. Superman makes people strive to be a better person. But I'm going to get into that later. Too overpowered. Okay.
I just watched that scene, by the way, and I can't picture Two-Face as that.
No,
dialogue.
yeah.
Anyways.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, he has... Okay. Flash is probably the most broken superhero in the history of comics.
Batman is the most
Be honest.
superhero. Are you kidding?
What?
I
said
don't
Flash.
think he means
Oh,
personally. I
Flash.
think he
I was
means,
listening.
like,
I'm
story-wise.
sorry. I think
said
it's Batman.
Flash.
I apologize.
I said, okay, so Flash is probably the most broken superhero, besides people like Sentry, and even then, with his whole Speed Force crap. So, okay, overpowered. He has super strength. He has super speed. He's durable. He's not indestructible. People need to stop. He's not indestructible. He can be hurt if the punch is hard enough. Come on now. He has super hearing, which only helps to locate people that need help. He has supervision, which pretty much only helps to help people that need help. He has X-ray vision, which he rarely uses in a fight.
He doesn't
And he has
use
heat vision.
effectively. Come on.
So
now.
we're talking super strength, super speed, durability, and heat vision are his main things to use in a fight. Isn't this basically Rogue? And Rogue is even more powerful than that.
Wait, were we talking X-Men now?
I'm just throwing superheroes and super people out.
But I've never been a big fan of the whole superpower thing. That's why my two favorite characters are Batman and Iron Man.
Okay, that's just you, Dan. You don't enjoy superpowers.
I don't. I don't like the whole OP mystical alien
It's
/ mysticism thing. I can't. It's my personal opinion. I can't get behind it.
It's not.
I'd rather get behind somebody who uses his money to use these gadgets and just trains a lot and is basically a concrete ninja. And with Tony Stark, I appreciate the fact that he's a freaking genius, and he makes a suit of armor that blows stuff up and that lets him do stuff. But it's just I could never really get behind the whole superpower thing.
Are you a fan of Hawkeye? Are you a fan of Green Arrow?
Green Arrow, I like Green Arrow a lot. I like Green Arrow more than most superpower heroes. Yeah.
Are you a fan?
Although I'm not a big fan of him. Don't get me wrong. I like Green Arrow's character a lot more than most superhero characters.
Okay, so your whole thing is you don't like super.
No, it's not that I don't like them. It's just my character preference.
No.
My character preference
Okay.
is the non-superpowered people. I like the characters that go about just as normal people. No, there's Iron Man, there's Batman, there's Green Arrow, there's the Question. There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot, and your two main. You're not a big fan of Green Arrow. You're not a big fan of Hawkeye.
No,
You're
but
a
I
fan of
choose
Batman
because I don't have the money to buy 1 million comics. I don't have the patience to watch 8 million episodes of 8 million shows. I like Batman, so I will watch and read and focus more on Batman. I like Iron Man better, so I will focus on that from Marvel. That's what I choose to do. It's my personal preference.
I read a lot more comics than you.
I don't have the money or the time.
Yeah, okay. That's fine.
Yeah. Maybe if I had more money and more time, I'd be able to get more into it. But as of right now, I can't.
Don't come up with this Superman. I don't like Superman because he's overpowered.
No, I don't. I genuinely don't. The reason why I'm not really intrigued by Superman the majority of the time is the fact that I don't like his personality, for one. He's too goody-goody for me.
That's what he's supposed to be. Batman, listen.
No, but I'm not arguing with you. I'm not arguing with you. All I'm saying is my personality doesn't really sync up with that idealism. That's just not my
listen.
That's it.
You see how you interrupted me mid-sentence?
I was still speaking. You didn't let me finish.
No, you weren't.
I was still mid-sentence. I was still speaking.
BG, he was.
I said, okay. I don't even know. Who was I talking about? No, it was Pat.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to talk about Batman, but I mean, it's just proceed, Let's put it this way. Proceed's an asshole.
Okay,
he likes
that's what
asshole
I was
characters.
talking about. I was talking about.
I like the asshole characters. That's my personality.
I was talking about the personality of Superman. Batman and all these other heroes, you can see yourself in them, a bit of yourself in them. Superman is not like that. He's supposed to inspire you to be better.
He's supposed to be larger than life.
He's supposed to be larger than life. So you can see yourself in a Dick Grayson, or you can see yourself in a Spider-Man. You can't see yourself in a Superman because you're not supposed to.
The thing is, it's not even that I can't see myself in it. It's just I just don't like it. It's to the core of it. There is nothing more than the fact that I simply just don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like his personality. I don't like his motives. I don't like his means. I don't like the fact that he has the power to do a lot more, but does less because he wants to withhold himself.
Stop! I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you right there.
Like Document Hat, yeah, I guess.
See, there's a forceful interruption.
He has the power to do a lot more, but he doesn't. Batman has billions of dollars. Okay?
If you're going to get into money fixing the world's problems, the money
No.
fix the world's problems.
See, this isn't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about fixing Gotham. I'm not talking
Money
about the
doesn't fix
world.
Gotham's
That's
problems. If you just keep throwing money at something, it doesn't fix anything. Eventually,
Could you let him explain what he's talking about?
I've
Instead
heard
of
this.
assuming
I've just heard
what he's
arguments
saying.
like
Okay, I
this
thought I
before.
was done talking. That's cool.
I've just heard these arguments before, and it frustrates me. Like, oh, if he's got so much money, throw more money at Gotham to clean up the streets. That's just more money for the crooks to fight the mafia.
BG. Is that what you were about to say, BG?
No.
Oh, he wasn't about to say that.
What were you going to say then?
That's the classic argument from everybody,
Children, you're all beautiful. Calm down.
except
I'm
DJ.
not
State your
saying-
point. State your point and stop fluffing it.
He can't if you keep interrupting.
I'm not
Nate.
interrupting.
Nate
no,
is
I'm
not.
saying you,
In general, not you, Nate.
the royal you.
I want
Okay.
to know what the point is. Get to the point.
Batman has developed all these weapons, all these supercomputers, all of this stuff. In the New 52, he's finally tearing down Crime Alley to build better homes for these basically homeless people. So if these people have a means to jobs and a secure home or more secure, they are less inclined to become the villains or the thugs that a Joker or a Penguin will look for to be in their gang. 2, he develops weapons. Why can't he develop some type of high-tech fingerprint weaponry for police officers to incapacitate people that only that officer can use? Some type of armor for them.
Maybe because that. Maybe you understand technology, but that requires ridiculous amount of money.
Like a bat cave?
But thing is, the costs to make that are static. They're singular. He knew what he needed. He did it bit by bit over time.
Okay.
You can't just all of a sudden start mass produce fingerprint based weaponry.
You can't.
You just
batarang all
use
the
Nolan
shit.
as
You,
a
gotta take it nice and
you
slow.
can't do that. The batarang, all of his equipment, except for the more high tech gadgets that you'll see once or twice, maybe every few episodes. If the main things he uses are the grappling hook and the batarang, two cheaply made equipment. But the fact is, you can't. Come on.
But the problem is you're arguing real world situations
Yeah, but
in
he's
comics
sitting here
again.
arguing.
This is you
No,
can't, like if you wrote comics this way, no one would read them.
That's
I'm
not
sorry.
what I'm saying right now.
Then what is your point?
He's talking about how Superman could do all this stuff, so I'm trying to counter with what Batman could do for all this.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you see Superman when he for instance, when he loses control of the dark side, what he does. But I mean, it's like even after all that, he doesn't do. Okay, what's the word? What's the situation I'm looking for here?
He doesn't rule the world.
No. He doesn't make any actual countermeasures to stop it from happening again.
Like what?
Well, for instance, I mean, I'm sure he could figure out a way to stop Darkseid being able to come to Earth. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. That could happen.
Batman can't figure out a way to stop Joker from breaking out of Arkham.
Exactly.
And you're supposed to stop this planetary.
And here's and then I was actually leading to this exact point. This is the final thing I'm going to say with this whole conversation now. This is the basis of what comics are. Everybody has their own villains that have to focus in their own way on their own thing. It all comes down to personal preference. There we go. I set this up on purpose.
You know what? I'm done. We're done here.
Yeah, this has been going for an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah. I was just kind of letting that go. But, so now that we have BG's...
I'm done.
We'll have round 3.
Was that a hint of mad I heard?
But,
You're only hurting yourself.
Hold on. DA, are the things I'm saying making any sense to you?
Absolutely. Speaking as completely unbiased, not knowing anything about comics, I agreed with BG a lot more than I agree with you guys. I don't know Superman. I don't know Batman. I know of them. That is it. Everything that BG said rings true to me. You guys got about 15%.
No, to me especially, BG just didn't make any sense mostly.
Okay.
He never got a full point out.
You got enough of it out.
I feel like we need like an unbiased opinion in this. Who doesn't know comics like whatsoever at all? Nothing about comics.
That's an impossibility. I think.
Deadpool's better than all of them. Fuck all your shit.
I don't know
John?
anything about comics.
Yeah,
You're not listening?
DA knows nothing about comics. Eddie.
You're related to,
So what?
you
It's
know,
completely
one of the
unbiased,
parties.
I don't like Superman. I don't like Batman. What? Because he's my brother, I'm supposed to agree with him? No. I disagree with him a lot more than I agree with him.
Oh, yes.
Don't
This is
the
true.
brother call.
For an example of this, see our latest pre-podcast nonsense on an argument about a pony poster.
Oh, yeah, the pony poster. There you go. That alone.
Yeah.
But, so anyways, let's
I watched
just really quickly, since we
In the end,
we
I don't like to
spent
argue about comics.
large
I really
chunk of
don't,
time
'cause
on
it
this.
is so much just personal preference.
I can imagine him with like a very proper accent.
What's your okay? I have to ask this opinion just because I've read into it a little bit.
Nope.
I'm not. Who
Little bit.
keeps
I am
up
not
with
up to
Spider-Man here?
Superior Spider-Man or any of that.
I was just curious in what people
It's
think
silly.
about Doc Ock as Peter Parker.
It happened.
Really?
It happened in Ultimate Spider-Man, so I don't really care.
It didn't happen in Ultimate Spider-Man.
Something similar happened.
It didn't. He just went up over there and wrestled around with Black Man, and he just went back.
The gist of it is they made a big deal out
Ultimate
of it.
Spider-Man, are you talking about the
Yeah,
first?
and this one,
run
like,
of it?
literally,
The black guy.
The black guy? Oh, no. I'm talking
That's old.
the old. I'm talking the old Spider-Man. The original Ultimate Spider-Man clone saga.
To be lost completely when you're what people are talking about. I don't know Spider-Man at all, really.
Oh wow, that was 3 sentences. I've had to deal with this for an hour and a half.
but yeah, I guess at the end of it was the Amazing Spider-Man, wasn't it?
Yes.
Though, like the
Yeah.
run before Spectacular or Superior.
Spider-Man.
Sorry, Superior.
Superior.
But yeah. So apparently Doc Ock's soul
Oh, yeah, right.
takes
I heard
over
about that.
Peter Parker's body, and it was apparently
And now Doc
that
Ock's
Peter
hooking up with
died, but
Mary
in the
Jane,
Superior
right?
Spider-Man, he's not. He's
Yeah.
essentially. Well, no. Actually, I guess recently he did like the one thing Peter could never do, and it was let go of Mary Jane. I guess he did that, but
Yeah.
give it 2 years. She'll be back. But yeah. But Peter is now more or less like his conscience. He's in there, but he's not really, in control, so to speak. Yeah, I don't know what to think of that. Just like
Bless
Peter not
Thank
being
you.
Peter. Bless you. But is there any other comics that people are reading
Those
right now?
Chinese Beijing comics, they're really fun. I like Naruto.
You guys talk about what you're reading because I'm about to speak to
I like-
DA for a little bit, but I do have some comics I'm reading.
I have a feeling
Okay.
BG
Well, I
is
mean,
actually quite
manga.
mad right
Yeah,
now.
that's what I'm doing.
Got to turn the TV on. Mike, you have to show him how to do that whole thing.
But
If
what are
you
you
guys
reading?
aren't reading Jonathan Hickman's
No, I don't.
Avengers,
It's not over here.
You should be.
I don't know where they went.
Seed
Don't be a
mute.
faggot, mute.
Oh, I
Okay,
said,
maybe muted. Go ahead, Nate.
if you guys aren't reading Jonathan Hickman's The Avengers, that's a really, really good ongoing series right now. And apparently Hawkeye is supposed to be really good too. Hawkeye. Wait.
I mean, who knows?
They call it Hawkeye
Hawk-
because
Just a
it's,
singular
they
comic.
say bro in it a lot, but it's actually a hilarious comic.
Oh dear. Oh,
And I have for each Avengers comic that you buy, the hard copy, it comes with a digital code. So I think I'm gonna post it on that One Shot Reviews thing too, if anybody wants it. So free digital copy of stuff. It comes with it. So I might as well give it out because I don't read digital.
I do. I loved it.
Well,
anything
I have
else?
JLA, which is Justice League of America, which is actually really cool because each state got their own cover. So I have like the Ohio one, but there's a Michigan one too, and then there's one for every other state.
Oh, that's nice.
So, and then there's just a general American flag one as well. Yeah.
That has to be a lot of freaking art. It's like, all right, we need you to do the
Well,
cover
it's
for
the
this
same
issue.
exact cover,
Okay,
they just
50 of
changed
them.
the flag. It's like the flag at Iwo Jima. It's like the superheroes doing that. And then there's there's a state flag on it, depending on where you live.
All right, so yeah, I'm back now. So BG, how mad are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm not mad. I just got a headache.
I'm aggravated from being interrupted a lot.
Actually, no. I have to ask Da. How much would you say on the scale of angerness and like what's the word? Just energy and anger. Would you say BG related
He really
to you
only got
when
like
talking
me
about
when
Clan
you
Ad?
guys kept interrupting him. And I'm just gonna keep bringing this up. But every time you guys interrupted him, he would just kind of like point at the screen and just take the bait. Like, wait, I have another point, and just like, oh no,
I'm a
Batman punch.
I'm a very debatey person, so I do a lot of hand motions when I'm really.
Yeah, that again too. That is the weakness of this podcast. Where I mean, if we could see each
I think
other
me and BG would come
giving
down to
about
fist
to give a point in
fights.
interruption.
I think me and BG would come down to fist points. It's like let me talk.
And Yomicon 2013, we got BG
I
versus
think
Proceed.
we both know who wins that fight. It's apparently
Let's get ready to mumble.
Get ready to mumble.
Well, yeah, it's just a body
Yeah, it's the
slam and
truth.
you win.
Well, no,
I mean, come on
BG's
now.
a pretty big dude himself. He can take it.
I'm black. All we do is fight in the street.
I know. I actually just saw another.
Proceed's fat. All you have to do is fall in the street. You're down.
Wow. So that just happened.
Comics I'm reading.
So that just happened. Hey, John.
Hey.
John.
If
John,
anything,
Pot.
you still win.
Pot calling the kettle black, John?
Hey, guys,
Nigga,
guys,
I'm only
guys.
170. Suck my dick.
All right. You were there yourself not too long ago.
There and is are two different things.
No. It's being a bit of a dick, John. Being a bit of a dick.
And we're all dicks to each other. That's why we're good friends.
Yeah, it's all right, John. That's right, John. You're Canadian. I can't get mad at you. You already live in a horrible area.
See? Jesus God, Mike, did you yell high enough? I don't think your mic peaked that much.
Trying to get me to stop talking as a. Trying to get me.
It's very hard, isn't it?
We interrupted him for like the 300th time this episode.
Someone's gonna interrupt.
BG,
just
comics
to be
you're reading. Go
a
ahead.
funny joke. Oh no? Okay.
That was actually me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did that last time. You're very like that. I finished the run of Animal Man.
Go to Velica.
Animal Man is kind of overrated. It's good, but it's not as good as people say. Animal Man is a guy that channels the powers of animals through something called the Red. His daughter becomes basically the One, and all the people. No, he channels it through the Green, I think. No, that's Swamp Thing. It's the Green, the Red.
So is he like the land version?
He
of
doesn't.
Aquaman?
No. Aquaman pushes fish. He channels the powers of animals. Yeah, there you go. It's a very good comic, but it's just not as good as people say. Of course, the Injustice comic I'm completely caught up in.
I would for that game.
Yes, I would suggest people read the comic. It comes out in paper form every month, or you can get the $1 digital version. It's April 16th.
How long until that game comes out?
I'm very excited
about
for
this
it.
every week.
It's by the people that made Mortal Kombat. DC Heroes, a great story because the story of Mortal Kombat was really good. I just can't wait. And the comic that's tying into it is fantastic. So it's getting even more hype through that.
On the last episode, did we have a digital versus paperback discussion in comics? Because that'd be interesting.
Yeah, we should do that. Because I read a lot of digital. I prefer it, actually.
Yeah.
See, I'm on the side of paper, like getting them physical
Oh,
copies.
agreed. I definitely prefer paper. I don't know. It's just
Fight! No.
the feel of reading.
We'll talk about it next time.
All right,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, we'll talk.
Uh,
later
So
for
I'm
later.
not letting BG talk.
continue.
I knew that was coming a bit.
Because I only did it because you said
There you go.
it was going to happen, so I had to fulfill that prophecy.
Caught up in Aquaman, caught up in Batman, Batman the Dark Knight, Batgirl.
God.
I'm currently reading. What am I reading? No, I've taken my break from Marvel. This is what I'll do. I'll read Marvel, then I'll read DC, and then I'll read Image Comics and Dark Horse.
Okay.
I fought him to second Kabuto.
Another thing too, I'd like to talk about is since we got into the discussion of superpowers, like just the overall universes. Like I was just kind of looking into it a while ago, like, and just Galactus, Eternity, like the stuff from the Marvel universe.
How you use
like I didn't really look into it until recently. It's one of those things. I was just like, wow.
But I muted. I thought I did
Shade mute.
Oh, you didn't, fag lord. Now mute.
No, you did not.
Thank you.
There we go. Anyways, but yeah, like Galactus, Eternity, like a lot of these like omnipotent figures that you don't really see in DC. Like that's something I'd like to talk about. But I guess since we got, I need to.
I have it.
You definitely need to
Everybody
read
should
Watchmen, though,
They
BG.
need to read Watchmen.
See, everybody tells me this. I'm eventually gonna go towards my not really DC or Marvel, even though it is DC, whatever. I plan to read Scott Pilgrim, Kick-Ass,
Great
and
comic.
Watchmen. Those are probably going to be my next 3.
Scott Pilgrim is an amazing comic. You will love it. I can almost guarantee it.
I still need to get caught up in The Walking Dead. I stopped right before issue 100, even though I know what happens. I think that's part of the reason I don't want to read it.
But yeah. As far as I guess we're almost at 2 hours, so I guess we'll go to 2 hours. What the hell? But as far as games, I know BG. I want to get it, but
God.
you beat Tomb Raider
Early
already,
game of the
you guys kind of broke up, just to let you know if you can hear me.
Hey, listen.
Shit.
Here we are.
You guys there? There we go. I can hear you now.
Oh, I said it's an amazing
Early game of the year
game.
contender,
I
you
guess that
said.
part was clipped out. Yeah, it's an amazing game. The story is very good. Because there's no real, there is the aspect of tomb raiding within it, but it's also basically just trying to get off the island. But the whole reason to get off the island, they have to tomb raid. Mystical forces and all that. It's a very good game.
You say tomb raid like it's a verb.
Tomb raiding.
About to go tomb raid. I just finished Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time.
Oh, I want to play it, but I haven't played the other ones, and I hear you need to.
Yeah, you kind of have to. If you haven't played the original ones are a lot of fun.
You just got through a giant. Since we're on the topic of comics, when I last saw Nate, he was just on a rampage through Lego Batman 2.
It's so much fun. That one, you just sit back, and I was listening to podcasts and collecting stuff. That was a great game. I love that game.
And
you liked it
as Superman just in that game,
didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I'm just kind of pissed that
Are you serious?
Aquaman can't swim.
Oh, I guess that's a panicking game.
Like that. Well, he could. Well, actually, he couldn't swim. He could, as long as it wasn't the ocean, which makes less sense.
Wow.
He could walk at the bottom of the water. Because he got Aquaman. I was watching him play. Got Aquaman. I'm like, oh, go to the ocean and tried to swim, and he died.
There's so few good
that's not right.
superhero games out there. All you pretty.
Yeah, they're coming out. They're coming out for a Lego.
I'm not counting
there's
Lego.
a Lego Marvel
games
game
are
coming out,
usually
isn't there?
very good anyway. So you can't really count those as like.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Those Spider-Man games that came out recently, like Web of Shadows and stuff like that. I feel like those could be so much better. They had good premises. It's just like, especially like some of the newer ones, they're just kind of streamlined games. It's just linear.
Spectacular with so many.
Whereas
so many heroes getting taken over by the symbiotes, like Wolverine did, they could have did so much with the boss fights.
Yeah, like the best Spider-Man game that I think I ever played was Ultimate Spider-Man. Well, I mean, like that. I guess that style, the open world Spider-Man game.
That game is.
Yeah, you can just web sling.
That was Spider-Man 2 as well.
Those were so fun. I mean, the thing I love to do, which kind of it went into prototype because I think that was the same company that did it. We're just playing as Venom and just vaulting buildings. We're just like hunger, just like yay.
We got it.
But game. I went back and started playing Tales of Graces recently, which the only person I could talk to this about is DA. I think I'm not sure if BG played it or not.
But DA is heavy into it.
I'm going. Yeah, Okay, DA, did you ever complete any of the books? That's what I'm working on right now. I'm on the 9th floor of the zone cage. I just need to get those items. Pretty much I need to get the anklet that is in floor 9. I have a list that I've made that I'm just like checking off. I have a notepad open on my laptop right now. I have to get just for beating the 10th floor of that. And then I need to do all the gems, which I'm not looking forward to. It's just monotony, and I want to do a new game plus, and I can't until I complete those. And I'm doing all the freaking titles. So many repeating arts. I'm just spamming buttons. And I do not like how you have to actually hit a person in order for it to actually work. Or to count. At least for offensive stuff. Where I'm just sitting there. What am I doing right now? I'm doing freaking Sophie. And it's just like the Bladerang. I got pissed off with that freaking
You can just not kill the last person. Just spam it until it levels up. That's a very cheap way to do it. I'm sure that's what they were thinking.
Yeah. Well, like the one move that they like her counter move, like you didn't actually have to have a person hit you to do it. So like literally, while 3 other people were fighting, I was just sitting there going, ha, 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 ha. She's just sitting there like raising her arm. I'm like, yes.
Does anybody think the Deadpool game is actually going to be good?
It could be alright.
Gameplay wise, no. But dialogue, yes. There are games like that where like the gameplay was not that good, but like the overall story was good. I say that I bring up the example of Final Fantasy VII: Dirge of Cerberus. Gameplay, meh. I like the overall story though. With Vincent, it was like, I mean, he didn't really have a whole lot of depth in the actual main title game, and they elaborated on it very well. And I am echoing.
No.
Anyone have me on speaker?
Can't tell where it's coming from.
But any other games that people are playing that people have gotten recently?
But Ubisoft can suck my dick.
Oh, that was supposed to come out soon, wasn't it?
It was supposed to come out March 5th, but Ubisoft, they got it from THQ, made the release date to sometime in 2013 and pushed it back.
Oh.
Same with the Metro game they got from THQ. Both games have undetermined release dates now.
Whatever.
In other words, hey guys, we're going to put our DRM on the game and hold it back for X number of months like the fags we are.
I was looking forward to that too.
So was I. I had the fucker pre-order. I was going to get it just 3 days after my goddamn birthday, but nope. So now I'm buying Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. 3.
2 games that I want.
I can't into English.
Yeah,
I can't into English.
15.
I'm sorry. It's 12 o'clock in the morning.
2 games that I.
Fuck your shit. You can afford
You're
Canada.
Canadian, it's okay. But two games that I want to play, and they're most likely going to be rentals, is Tomb Raider
I would say
and then Revengeance. I want to at least play.
How long would this rental be? 5
days. And believe me, when I play games, I play
in 2.5 days. When I was just blowing through it. But there's a lot of side.
That's how I play games.
If you wanted to.
Yeah. So I'd pretty much just kind of, shoot right through it. But next game I
BioShock
don't really see myself buying a whole lot of games really.
Really?
That's another rental probably.
It left a bad taste in everybody's mouth.
BioShock 2 left a bad taste in my mouth.
And BioShock Infinite just does not look interesting right now.
Yeah.
No. I don't know. Not to me.
I mean, it looks interesting.
I like the BioShock
it looks interesting,
universe.
but
Yeah, the universe is very good.
yeah.
it's set like 30 years even before the first one, right? It's set in the like 1920s, whereas the other ones were in the 60s, I believe. But
The thing with
what
Captain
the hell
America.
did you post, Nate?
End yourself.
Yes.
What?
What the fuck? I don't want to see Tony Stark saying that. No.
Well, DA can appreciate this. Terra Strong, blah, 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 Terra Strong.
Tara Strong
Yeah.
voices Twilight Sparkle, not Applejack or Rainbow Dash.
I don't care.
Oh.
And I love how he jumped on that so fucking quick, too.
All right. Anything else that people are looking for?
Iron Man 3.
All of us, I think, are looking forward to Iron Man 3.
Isn't the new DBZ movie coming out soon, or is that out already?
It's coming out.
That's in Japan in March. So, and then it'll be a while before it home release.
And that's where the DVD gets released in Japan. So probably around Christmas we'll get a DVD release still a little bit after Christmas. Then you give an extra week and you'll get a sub.
I'm cool with that.
Funimation
Right,
didn't
for a
dub
dub.
the fucking anniversary special. They never dubbed the Plan to Eradicate All Super Saiyans for the fucking Raging Blast 2. I doubt they'll dub it.
Oh, hold on. Quick
But they
question,
were-
actually.
Those
Speaking
weren't
of
movies,
animations,
though.
has anybody seen the current episodes of Naruto? They're up to the Fox Sage part, and it looks atrocious.
Darkness. I mean, what?
It looks atrocious. It's in I saw it in an
You'll have
AMV.
to
I'll
link
just find the
me
AMV.
them
I'll link it
after.
to you right now. Hold
But
on a minute. It just looks awful.
But yeah. So I think we will end it there.
2 hour.
Here, hold on.
I guess
Here,
we
let's
have a
get-
lot
let's
more
get-
to
let's
talk
get everybody's
about
feeling
as
on
far
the
as
new-
PG says, and
Well, the other three of us
well, I
are.
mean, Nate's not an AMV person, so we'll just it.
What is this? I don't
Yeah, but
really
it's
care.
we're 2 hours in.
I don't care about Naruto anymore. I read it when I read it, and when I don't, I
Just
don't.
look at the animation. That's what I'm
Exactly.
talking about.
Interesting.
Yeah, told me about the double flashback. He was so pissed.
Yeah, double flashback.
You see what this is? See what this is? This is Studio Peria going lo. I can be fucking Gynax. Lo. I can be Madhouse. I can do animation too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, we'll end it there. Yeah, we have a couple more comic topics, which I kind of like: digital versus paper, and some other things. And we didn't get my other roommate in to talk about some things. We wanted him to, but he is. Well, no, I'm not. But he's working at a hockey store right now, and apparently, like, there's a high school, like, what's the word? Wow, travel league that's coming into town, and there's, like, he does classes, like, tutoring, I guess, for, like, hockey, and, like, people scheduled him to, like, 2:30 this morning, tomorrow morning, so... So, yeah,
Japanese.
we will end it there. Thank you
Later.
for tuning in, everybody.